a rich, lively industrial panorama built on solid craftsmanship and openness to new ideas. Biella boasts a centuries-old tradition in the fields of spun yarns, textile fabrics, and highly esteemed ready-to-wear clothing, sustained by an excellent textile machinery division. It has a legendary work ethic that exalts the considerable skills of the workforce while involving them directly in achieving their quality objectives. This is the true character of the Biella industrial area. There are 42,000 employees, of whom 26,000 are employed in the 1,500 woolen fabric enterprises. Unemployment figures have been reduced to a minimum in a very dynamic geographical and social background. Situated between Milan and Turin, with its own unique personality, the strength of the Biella area is first and foremost its will to break out of isolation and exploit the advantages of its favorable geographical position. Today, the Biella region is perfectly integrated into the production system of northwestern Italy, one of the most highly evolved in Europe. On the other hand, Biella has managed over the years to maintain a profound sense of identity and belonging, which is solidly concentrated on textile fabrics. This specialization has developed into an industrial style that is recognized everywhere. Through the years, it has influenced other production areas which today qualify all of Biella's entrepreneurial activity in terms of absolute excellence. The gathering of raw materials and identification of markets has kept Biella in fruitful, long-lasting contact with the whole world. What is striking is the Biella system. Its inexhaustible capacity to promote commercial relationships abroad, to open itself naturally and integrate perfectly with the global economy. Above all, it has the ability to interweave strictly production-oriented factors with the multiplicity of initiatives providing services to businesses. Import-export, tertiary industry, transport, communication, all of these are determining and complementary factors that lead to economic success. The Biella system has equipped itself with all the instruments necessary for increasing flexibility and market penetration. There are, obviously, several well-known names, labels whose quality and creativity have contributed to the success of the Italian fashion industry. The Biella system owes its great dynamism, above all, to the systematic flexibility and cohesion of its small businesses. All of these small enterprises, together with the valuable processes of combing, dyeing, and finishing, represent the perfect vertical integration of the textile industry. In some cases, strategic sectors represent over half of Italy's productive capacity. Last but not least, there is the presence of a textile machinery division, capable of maximizing the technological dialogue with the various companies and providing ready answers and stimulating innovative applications. Constant attention to the most sophisticated developments in the fields of automation and electronic process management means export quotas amounting to 50%. Biella represents both the beginning and the profitable end product of the whole process. In this sense, the people of Biella have been able to read and then write the most important chapters in their industrial development. The water and hydrographic system as a whole, understanding, controlling, expanding, and distributing this vital resource was the first decisive step. Water is, therefore, the collective force of the valleys, each of which is animated, identified, and connected to the system through the various industrial plants. The landscape of Biella has the appearance of an industrial garden, where the production plants punctuate the greenery and generate particular models of urbanization. We are presented with a varied city, a capillary delineation of the territory, which has not, however, impoverished the town's natural content. In some cases, the sensitivity of entrepreneurs, their love of the land and of the people with whom they have chosen to work, has resulted in examples of high-quality environmental development. It is an industrial garden and a botanical garden. The whole community benefits from the abundance of these two models that give life to a very special industrial landscape. Today, the people of Biella are reliving their roots by restoring and redesigning their industrial archaeology. Areas developed in the 1800s are destined for service activities and cultural use. They constitute the first initial nucleus of a process with a high social value, one that brings the history and geography of the area into the present. Within such an intensely diversified scheme, Biella maintains an absolutely central position. It is the key to the system, the prime model that has been able to inject the oldest urban landscape with a remarkable taste for the modern. Biella is a city which has always sought to make its own way, creating its own models rather than borrowing them from outside. The city refuses to make do with ready-made solutions. It is a city ready to redefine its particular function in terms of the needs of its inhabitants and the ongoing search for a balance between the measure of man and the measure of industry. It is a city that wants to equip itself with services that are increasingly personalized and compatible with the development plan it has chosen. It is a city that always thinks as a corporation, one in which planning and creating are priority skills. Here, enterprise is innate. Once again, a systematic mindset is the key expression, the distinctive feature that the Biella system has developed over the centuries, guaranteeing for itself all of the resources necessary for a harmonious and profound development. The availability of highly qualified workers is vital. This human resource is constantly developed thanks to the personnel training structure which sustains and flanks every production innovation. Research and technical advancement are vital. The role of the Città Studi for scientific elaboration is a highly qualified quotient of the local training system. It is a potent filter for the knowledge which regulates and renders flexible both human and institutional resources, an interface that links businesses and institutions, making the local development plan both collective and profitable. Today, Biella and the Biella region offer a profile that has nothing to fear from economical and financial analysis. It possesses a body of knowledge and applications that are the focus of considerable attention by the markets of the third millennium. Naturally enough, the future is not just technology. Guaranteeing readability and assisting planning gives a sense of permanence and fruitful regeneration of those values that last throughout time. There is a positive feeling that work is a source of internal and collective equilibrium. There is a desire to undertake new enterprises, to overcome obstacles with a spirit of initiative that has often caused the people of Biella to consider their work to be very important, while making the world just a little bit smaller. They are also fortunate in having a climate that breaks the cold grip of the Padana Plains while gaining all the benefits of the pre-alpine altitude. In different locations and seasons, this allows for considerable enjoyment in the open air. There is also an enormous modern tourism potential, composed of locations and opportunities that are extremely convenient and firmly linked to traditional values and distinguished by a rich historical and artistic testimony. The entire territory of Biella offers pleasant opportunities for relaxation and enjoyable encounters, including rewarding sports activities and a rich and various social life. The range of cultural activities is balanced and solid. It follows a plan which, once again, takes advantage of a cultural area among the most lively in the world, without losing its original, easygoing character. Here we have, quite rightly, a profound and intense relationship with well-being. That well-being which the Biella region recreates all over the world through textile fabrics that are increasingly esteemed, warmer, more comfortable, and more elegant.